Hi, and thanks so much for joining me for this luxury beauty haul. If you'd like to see that, please keep watching. So I went to Sephora, so I'll be talking about those items, but I also have some lovely PR that I received, and I purchased a couple of things that aren't Sephora as well. Let's go ahead and start with the Sephora purchases. I did pick up the Tom Ford bronzer. So many of you let me know that you love this, and it's in 02 Terra. It's in this beautiful gold packaging. I actually haven't looked at it yet, so let's see. It's smaller than I thought it would be. It looks like, I don't know, for some reason I thought it'd be this oversized pan. So it comes in this white fabric. I love this color combination, the white with the gold. I think that's really pretty. Oh, okay, so this looks a little bit different than I thought it would. It looks like it has pink in it. So we'll see how this looks. I thought it was going to have more like of an orangey tone. So let me see, where's my Guerlain? Here's my Guerlain that I picked up recently, and here's the Tom Ford. So we do have a bit of that like neutral tone going. So we'll give that a try in a video, of course. Also picked up the Gucci eyebrow pencil. The shipping was really fast this time. I thought it was gonna take several days to get here, but it's pretty quick. So we've got the pencil, the eyebrow pencil that you know I love. So happy to have another one of these because the other one I have is now this tall. So it's ready for a new one. Oh yeah, I also opened a couple things already because I wanted to try them. I have them on now. I have the Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage Brightening and Correct Duo. Brighten and Correct Duo. And I'm so glad I saw this in the store because I would have picked the wrong shade. I got mine in 3W. It's interesting with the neutrals and the cools. They're not just neutral or cool, but they're either brighter or lighter. But I noticed that if it's 3, it doesn't mean it's going to be even in the same shade range. So I'm glad I got to pick this up in person. So it's got 2 sides. One's a Brighten and one's a Correct. And I loved the Secret Camouflage, the original in the pan. But since then had found some wonderful other concealers. So I did want to give this a try though. So I used it here, and I went, did I go under my eye? Yeah, I tried to brighten, but doesn't have the same brightening power as, say, the La Prairie concealer, because I tried to brighten right here. So I did go over it with the La Prairie. I did use it where I would normally use my Clé de Peau concealers. It is a thinner consistency, not as heavy duty as the Clé de Peau. So might be a nice alternative for those of you who think that Clé de Peau is a little too much coverage. That one's like a step below in terms of intensity. Oh yeah, and also, this is something I did not have my radar on, but I picked it up anyway. Oh, it's messy already, but it's the Patrick Ta for brows. And I think I've mentioned before that I used mustache. What is it called? Mustache wax, that's what it is. Mustache wax before they were brow products, because I started doing my makeup in the 90s and brow products weren't really a thing. You couldn't really find anything. So I did pick up something that looked similar to this, but it was clear. And I used a spoolie, kind of like this, and I would just tame my brows that way. So I thought I'd pick this up. This is in the tinted shade. And then I picked up this. I already bent it though because I feel like I had to get a lot of the product on there for it to work. So I'm still kind of working out how this all works. But I tried it today, so I feel like it did a nice job of kind of setting the brows. So we'll see how it goes. I used it with a Gucci pencil. I also saw his blushes, but I wasn't quite sure. I don't know why I'm not picking up his blushes. I've heard amazing things about them. Let me know. Oh, I also did see the Natasha Denona palettes, both of them. But then they just had so much glitter or shimmer. I don't know. It looks like micro glitter. So that's the reason I didn't pick them up, but I was really tempted to pick up both of them. Plus I know availability is quite limited, so I didn't know how helpful it would be to feature a product that you can't actually purchase. But let me know if you're interested and I can try and see if they still have it. I also picked up 2 of these Grande brow serums. So I do use this nightly. My brows have really filled in nicely after using this product, so that's why I bought 2 of them, because I know I'll go through both of them. I tried to find the Beauty Blender soap online, but I couldn't find it, but I found it in store. So there's the Solid Unscented Beauty Cleanser. So I use this to wash my brushes. Some of you had questions about how I wash this brush. I will use the solid soap for that. And it does take about, a day or so to dry depending on your climate. So it's quite dry here, so it takes about a day, but I will first dry it this way and then I'll dry it this way. So I just want all the water to come out first and then I'll turn it this way to dry on the side. I picked up the Peter Thomas Roth Anti-Aging Cleansing Gel. My other one's about halfway done. So I picked this up. I use it morning and evening, and I'll be talking about my skincare routine in the next couple weeks or so, and I will let you know exactly what I use, but this is one of the things that I rely on. I also picked up the Oribe Superfine hairspray, and we were just about out. So really happy to have this one back. It is my favorite hairspray. I've got some lovely PR here, and then I'll talk about my purchases that are still coming in the mail. I was sent this lovely, lovely mirrored, I don't know, it looks like a jewelry box by Chantecaille. So it's got engraving here on top. It says Chantecaille, Wild About Nature. And if you open this up, I was wondering what was in here. And if you open this up, it's quite heavy. You can see inside their product. And it says here, Chantecaille Gold Recovery Intense Concentrate AM and PM. So I have AM and PM because I used the PM before. I love that one. And it says here, effective powers of 24 karat gold and a collection of supportive actives for the ultimate restorative treatment. And it says here from the desk of Olivia Chantecaille, the Gold Recovery Intense Concentrate AM/PM regimen completely transformed my skin in just 28 days. I've never had results like this. The vegan formula is packed with the latest innovative peptides and potent plant stem cells work for you day and night to visibly brighten, smooth, firm, lift, and replenish skin. I see an instant boost in radiance, my wrinkles fade away, and my collagen feels more dense. This is the new gold standard for skin, and I'm so excited for you to see and feel the difference. Love, Olivia. So thank you so much to Chantecaille and to Olivia for the very kind note. I think it's the loveliest PR packaging I've ever received, so thank you so much, Chantecaille, for sending it over. I'm excited to give it a try. And I'm so excited for this PR because it's someone who is a friend of the channel. I know she and her mom watch the channel together, and she's on Instagram. So if you follow the Rose Table on Instagram, I'll make sure to leave her information below. She has written a cookbook. Whenever I look at her Instagram feed, I'm always so hungry. So here she is. This is Katie Rose Watson. She's so sweet. This is a really wonderful gift idea in case you were looking for one. She's got breakfast and bread. She's got appetizers, some really lovely photos as well. So I just told her now she needs to cook everything for me. But I'm definitely gonna give some of these a try. I love hummus, so she's got a hummus recipe in here. That looks really good. Let's look at her desserts because her desserts look really yummy. So this is coconut vanilla cake, the good cake. Well, these look really good, the chocolate chip bar cookies. So thank you so much to Katie Rose Watson, the Rose Table, for sending this over. I'll leave all the information down below so you can follow her on Instagram and so you can purchase the book in case you're interested. Huge congratulations to Katie at the Rose Table. Again, it's quite a feat to write and publish your own book. Please make sure to check her out on Instagram and to pick up the book in case you'd like to get that for yourself or for a gift. I received this from Common Air, and I'm actually going to pass this one along to my mom because she really loved it. If you saw the vlog, she tried the one that I received from them. Where is it? They sent this over recently, but they've also come out with this cute little set. So there's a mini here, and it's got, I believe, 7 in here, 7 capsules, so you can see in there for travel if you wanted to travel with it, because I love to travel with Common Air products anyway. So here's the size difference. Oh, there we go. Here's the size difference. And it also came with this beautiful silk scarf. So if you wanted to gift this to someone, it's a great way to introduce them to the vitamin C serum, as well as include this lovely, lovely scarf. It has a beautiful print on it. So if I tied it around like this, you could tie it like this. If you wanted to, you could tie it in your hair. I think this is such a lovely print on the scarf as well. Actually, I probably would tie it in my hair, but I'm actually, like I said, going to give this to my mom so she can decide how she wants to style it up. And this is offered at $18 on their site, so I'll make sure to leave the information below. So it says here again, if you're not familiar with the product, 87% agreed skin felt more hydrated and looked healthier, and 82% experienced visible improvement in texture and more even skin tone. So if you have not yet tried these, it's really convenient to have the capsule contain just enough for your face for either AM or PM. I like using it in the PM. And then these capsules are also biodegradable. These are wonderful, and this little set here for $18 is a great way to try it out if you've always been curious. And then thank you so much again to Twisted Lily. If you saw my vlog, you've seen this already, but I just wanted to mention it again. I don't know if I actually thanked them in that video, so thank you so much, Twisted Lily, for sending this over. The name is Goutal, and this one has a really beautiful vanilla scent. So that's the main scent that I pick up in here, and it just is a really warm, cozy fragrance. really lovely for the holiday season. And then I did want to mention, I did order the new Byredo palette, so that is on the way. I will be featuring that soon, as well as the SISLEY highlighting pen. When I tried to purchase that on the Beautylish gift card event, they actually didn't have my shade. I kept waiting for it to come in. It never came in, so I ended up buying it at Selfridges, so that is on the way. I'll be testing that out. And for the YSL Touche Éclat that I was going to pick up, I couldn't find a shade that was going to work for me. So what I do in Sephora or any store is I will find shades that I know work for me. I'll swatch them on my arm. So for instance, I found the Merit Beauty in Suede that I know works for me. So I swatched that on my hand, and when I go to the other brands, then I'll swatch other shades next to it, because that's how I know whether I'm in the ballpark or not. And there wasn't a Touche Éclat that I thought would work for me, so I didn't actually pick that one up. I tried really hard to find one. I also looked at the other YSL concealer, the All Hours one, I think is what it's called. Let me know if I should get that on the sale. I think I figured out my shade, but they didn't have my shade there, so I'm still debating on that. So I actually didn't film my makeup look today like I normally do, but if you want me to do that, I will, but I'll let you know what I'm wearing. So I've got the Chanel Beige. I used medium in the center of my face, and then I used medium plus on the exterior. That tells you how much my tan has faded, because even medium plus was a little bit light for me before. Then I went in with the Secret Camouflage in 3W, Laura Mercier. I concealed here, and I also used the brightener here and here, but I did go underneath the eyes with my Sisley as normal. I tried to brighten with that Laura Mercier, but I ended up brightening with the La Prairie. And then I used the matte eyes. Like I mentioned before, I wanted to go in with the Deep Plum all over the eye, which is what I did. I went above the eye, no, not above the eye, on the eyelid, underneath, and then I went with the gold side over that. So that's what you see here is the gold. I just went over it. Really pretty, really easy eye look. So it was almost easier to use this plum side and kind of smudge that in. Really easy to use that, and then go over it with the gold. And then I used Casis in the waterline. I used the RODIAL mascara that I'm testing out. For mascara on the brows, I have the Gucci pencil. I use the Patrick Ta brow product with the spoolie. Oh, and I used these products, the Minori products. I used this blush on my cheeks, really pretty, in Scarlet. It's a lovely peachy tone. Yeah, I thought it worked really well. I went in also with a highlighter by Minori underneath. So I actually put this first, then I applied the blush in Scarlet. I went in with this gloss in Blossom. No lip liner or anything, I just put the gloss on. Actually, let me just apply a little bit more. Of course, I went in with my perfect blur powder in the front. I went in with the bronzer, the holiday version, Guerlain Medium Warm. Then I went in with the holiday Guerlain Meteorites just on this part of my face right here. Also an update on the Tom Ford Metallic Denim palette. Is that what it's called? Yes, Metallic Denim. I actually paused on purchasing that because some of you let me know that it's not an amazing palette. So let me know. I'll pick it up if you want me to try it, but based on what you let me know it's not great. So let me know what you picked up, or something that maybe you didn't have on your radar, kind of like the Patrick Ta eyebrow product for me. So it was kind of fun for me to go into the store and actually look at the product, because that's when I do notice things that maybe I wasn't considering. But that is it for today's video. So please take care of each other, stay well. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time.